Hello and welcome to a video for Solar 2. My name is Tom. Solar 2 is an indie game. I'd say the genre is a sandbox. I got Solar 2 on Xbox 360 indie games over 6 years ago, and as a naive teenager it surprised me that I enjoyed this small independent game with no voice acting more than half of the big budget games I'd ever played. So when I switched to PC gaming in recent years, and I bumped into it again on Steam last year, I just had to buy Solar 2 again for the nostalgia. So I decided to do a video of this beautiful little game and talk over it with some science facts. So in this game, we are an asteroid moving through outer space, enjoying the scenery of outer space. The main difference between asteroids and comets is their composition, as in what they are made of. Asteroids are made up of metals and rocky material, while comets are made up of ice, dust, and some rocky material. So we're bumping around into other asteroids. We are now colliding with other asteroids and taking on their mass as we become a larger asteroid. Soaring through outer space, past planets. This planet has 2 moons. This is a star with 3 planets and some spaceships coming from one of the planets. An asteroid becomes a meteor when it enters a planet's atmosphere. A meteor is classified as a meteorite once it successfully lands on or collides with a planet's surface. We're now a planet because our asteroid has smashed into enough other asteroids to be classed as a planet. We've gained enough mass. We are not a planet that is orbiting any star at the moment. We are a planet that is lost in outer space, collecting moons of other asteroids which gravitate to us with our stronger mass. The most abundant element in the universe is hydrogen. The second most abundant element in the universe is helium. The remaining elements make up only 2% of the elements in the universe. Scientists believe that the reason hydrogen is the most common is because it has the simplest atomic structure, as it has 1 proton, 1 electron, and no neutrons. If the atom had more of either, it would be helium, which has 2 protons, 2 electrons, and 2 neutrons. The Big Bang is the theory for the creation of the universe. This is where all of the universe's hydrogen and helium is believed to originate. An oversimplified way describing this would be like an open bag of magnets being thrown out of a fast-moving plane to fall to the ground, with the magnets attracting to their opposite pairing during the fall. The positive and negative magnets will be more likely to group up in pairs of 2 or 4, rather than lots of large groups of, for example, 79, which is the number of protons and electrons in the element gold. Stars like our Sun are hot enough and powerful enough to break apart all of the atoms in the universe into the individual protons, electrons, and neutrons. Stars use common elements like hydrogen and helium to make the more complicated and heavier elements like the ones which make up our planet, in a process known as nuclear fusion. The light we see from our Sun is an output of lost energy from this process. This is all part of a popular scientific theory known as stellar nucleosynthesis. Our planet is now experiencing evolution. Bacteria has crawled out of the water after gradually evolving into life forms with legs, which technically means it's no longer bacteria. I was wrong with what I first said. And we now have humans. So millions and millions of years have passed by. We now have humans with space age technology on our planet. Of the 8 planets in our solar system, there are over 170 moons orbiting them in total. Mercury has no moons. Venus has no moons. Earth has 1 moon. Mars has 2 moons. Jupiter has 68 moons. Saturn has 62 moons. Uranus has 27 moons. Neptune has 14 moons. These moons are all of varying sizes and orbit around their respective planets at varying speeds. At some point during their orbit, all of them pass between their planet and the Sun, blocking the rays of light either partially or fully, causing what we call a solar eclipse. The radius of the Sun is 695,700 kilometers. The radius of our Moon is 1,737 kilometers. Our Moon is approximately 400 times smaller than the Sun. The Sun is approximately 400 times further away from our planet than our Moon is. Because of this crazy coincidence, we are the only planet in our solar system that experiences a perfect solar eclipse, where the Moon is not too large or too small to obstruct the Sun perfectly, and also where the shape of the Moon appears perfectly round to the naked eye. Of over 170 moons in our solar system, we have the only one that does that. Our planet has a moon in the game. And our space fleet has gotten a bit upgraded. We now have 3 ships following us around. I don't believe you can orbit a sun on this game. Orbit a star, sorry. You can see there it says we're going to become a small star. That's what I'm aiming for at the moment. So the green ships are ours. The red ships belong to other planets. And the white ships are pirates roaming the stars that will destroy any planet they come across. I guess loot them for the minerals and elements they break into. We are now a star. Don't know enough about how a planet becomes a star, but I'm guessing it reaches a point where it has an overbearing amount of mass and collapses or something. We have our first planet. We have our second planet. I sometimes wonder what are the chances of this coincidence, that we have a perfect solar eclipse and the only one in our solar system. I've sometimes thought perhaps this completely random coincidence, that our sun and moon appear the same size in our sky, must have baffled civilizations throughout history, and probably had a profound effect on our world without us even realizing it. Humans evolved to notice patterns as it benefited our survival, and no doubt most of the humans who walked this planet throughout time saw a pattern between the sun and moon, which we now know are 2 almost unrelated natural entities. Most humans associate our moon with nighttime, even though we can often still see it in the sky during the day. I wonder if this would have been the same if our life had evolved on a planet like Jupiter with over 60 moons. You must be able to see at least 5 moons from Jupiter's surface at any given time, if light travels strongly enough from the sun for the human eye to see anything at all, which it probably would have if life had evolved there. We'd have more sensitive eyes. So we're now going to grow our solar system and try and become one of the biggest solar systems in this galaxy. Our planet won't always experience perfect solar eclipses. Every year or so, our moon moves 4 centimeters away from our planet, meaning that in 6 million years' time, scientists predict that the moon will no longer cover the sun fully when we experience a solar eclipse. I'm sure it'll still look beautiful, but I'm guessing the whole planet won't darken as a result of there being a solar eclipse. And it'll be even less safe to view than it is now. You should never look at the sun without eye protection, even during an eclipse, especially during an eclipse. You're staring at the sun for a long time. I don't claim to be an expert on outer space or anything to do with science. I've just watched a lot of documentaries and like regurgitating things I remember. We're now a medium star, which according to this game means we can now have up to 6 planets orbiting us. So we're going to go collect some more planets. I hadn't mentioned it until now, but if you're wondering, there is a way on this game that you choose for the moons to manually collide with the planets so they gain mass, or the planets to collide with the sun so that it gains mass, which is how I've been growing from an asteroid to a star all this time. This game could stand to make the planet sizes in ratio with the sun a bit more realistic. The largest planet in our solar system is Jupiter, and I believe you could fit almost 1,000 Jupiters into the space of our sun, into its volume. There are missions on this game, which is what you're seeing around us that look like they're kind of arrows with 2 points. I don't really know much about the missions. I've always just liked the sandbox gameplay of roaming around, but I will give the missions a try. We've now got a rather large space fleet. Going to be trying to take on more difficult opposing solar systems or groups of space pirates. So we're now a large star, and we can have up to 8 planets in our orbit. I think we'll leave that solar system to the mercy of that scary pirate fleet. Our planets all have, well, mostly all of them have shields, so we can afford to hit asteroids or take some shots. And I'll assume humans on these planets have developed the technology to give the star itself a shield. So that's kind of them. So we're not worried about the star losing mass when we collide with asteroids, planets, stars, ships. There is a way to toggle around and view the individual stats of each planet that are in our solar system, but I'm not sure how to do it. It's not majorly important for this video, I'm just showing you guys the visuals of the game more than anything. That's another thing I've wondered about. Would life, if evolving on another planet, necessarily result in humans? I think that is a question this game has safely stayed well away from. A lot of sci-fi franchises assume that other races will have heads and legs and arms and a torso that link them all together, and then they just change the quantity of limbs or sensical organs on the face. I don't think that's what they're called, but you know what I mean. Mouths, noses, eyes. And it's assumed that we are the final form of evolution, but maybe we are not. I like to believe there's other life out there in the universe far away. Who's to say they'd necessarily evolve to use H2O, oxygen, carbon, the way our bodies do? I've not done much research into it, but I like to believe that life could evolve from an entirely different set of elements and compounds over millions of years, the same way we did. There are so many factors. The distance of our planet to the Sun affecting the overall average temperature, the speed at which we rotate affecting the length of our seasons. Seasons are the length of the orbit, not the speed of rotation. Rotation is of course the days. Got my words mixed up there. But still, there are so many factors. So we are in a heated fight with this solar system, but we're going to be backing off. We don't want to lose any of our planets at the moment. You can easily lose everything on this game, whether your planets collide with someone else's planets and they fall out of your orbit, or someone's sun, a star collides with your planet and knocks it out of orbit or destroys it entirely. So whenever our solar system comes close to another solar system, it's a safe bet to move away. Obviously this game isn't the most realistic thing if you can move your star at will, but hey, it's a game. It's a fun game. So let's have a look at this mission. You wish to join the Brethren of the Holy Hole. Your first task is that of the missionary. Convert this small planet by showing you can protect it. Go find it now. So I need to get rid of one of my planets to do that. Oh, that's not that. Oh, I picked up another planet. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. Okay, I failed the mission. How can you be trusted with followers if you cannot protect just one? That was an accident. Let's try again. Let's go. Can we get the mission again? Yeah, I think we can. Pirates. Ooh, took a bit of damage there. I think 2 of my planets had their life wiped out entirely. One of them's coming back. Ooh, just cross space with a solar system there. Okay, let's try again. Let's get away from all this action going on. Consume planet. Oh, really? Okay, we've now failed the mission twice. How embarrassing. See if we can take these pirates, or maybe not. Third try. Come on, we can do this. Oh, I didn't realise it was that close. I'm giving up on these missions. If you want to know what happens, you can buy the game. It's only £7 on Steam, and I highly recommend it. Pirates, pirates, pirates. What's this mission? Okay, kid, think you can be the champ? Take down this star system, let's see what you can do. So this is a solar system fighting another solar system mission, it seems. Okay, it's not too big, let's give this a try. One ship of theirs just wiped out the life on one of my planets. It's not a good start. And the star is slowly drifting towards me. Oh, and we lost a planet in a collision. It's a good thing stars don't move around this fast in real life. Otherwise, we would not have survived this long. You never become a champ by running, kid. Not necessarily true. You need to get away and relax and recover every now and then. Oh, just took out an entire planet by accident. Oh, life planet, let's get that. So I currently have 4 life planets. Oh, I've just started a mission by accident, okay. Do I go towards it? Let's see what it is. I just fancied colliding with it, seeing if it would maybe give us an advantage. Ooh. Okay, that counted as a victory for the mission, but we have just smashed our star and their star, and all the planets have scattered, firing off on their various voyages across the universe. Have managed to salvage a small solar system back together after that. That was quite fun, I'd like to do that again. Let's let these guys grow some ships so we can defend ourselves. We have now turned our star into a battering ram. Pretty lethal battering ram. Gotta pick your moments with a battering ram. You can't just go charging in. Might just run away actually. Can I keep that planet? Oh. Okay, we lost a planet each. Fair trade. And I stole a planet, yes. Some weirdly satisfying things in this game. Don't think I'm going to keep this video going much longer, so I think we'll just go a bit crazy. Sorry that the science facts stopped, the game got a bit hectic. I didn't want to lose all my progress. Let's see if these guys can... I'm interested, I've never just seen what happens if you let a pirate band just utterly decimate your solar system. We've done quite a good job of defending ourselves actually. Well, our planets are gone, but I'm not sure how quickly these guys can kill us. A bit too slow for my liking. And violent as well. No, I'm not standing for this, let's go. Let's hit the first thing we find. Oh, we respawn as a larger star. Let's go back to being an asteroid. Little glimpse there of other things you can do on this game that I've not yet done. So yeah, back to being a wandering asteroid in the universe. Scientists believe that almost all the asteroids and comets around in our universe today have been wandering the stars for 4.5 million years, each yet to collide with something and become a meteor upon entering an atmosphere, and possibly even a meteorite upon landing or crashing. This has been Solar 2. My name is Tom. Thank you for watching.